I don't know what my biggest fail of the day is gonna be, or the.
You just had too many that you can't pick one.
No, I don't know. I have to think.
Oh, I could have done that better?
Yeah.
I had one, but it was tailored to our guests that were
Right.
supposed to be here.
You should save it.
Yeah, no. Nah, but I can't think of... Oh, yeah, I could think of another one, I guess. I have many. It'll be another camp one.
Another camp one.
Yeah, from the tech camp that I was...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have a lot of those.
I do. Just like... Yeah, I'm good. I'm solid. I could keep this up for days.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other. There are some other ones that I can think about. I think, yeah, I'll have one by the end of the pod for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I can't do that. I can't like think of things in the background while I'm like focusing on one other thing. It's like it's tough. That's a great skill to have, though.
I just put it as like
how does your brain work, Trevor? I need to know.
I put it like a notification. I'm like, oh, if you see something that could be related to a fail,
it was like
trigger.
If this, then this, save.
And I just run that in the background.
That it helps to image stuff like that. I've heard there's this thing. I don't know if it's real or not, but when I was really into Sherlock, they had this Sherlock the show, the BBC show. He had this thing called a mind palace, and that's how he remembered everything. Like if he just like this piece of information is going in this file, and like I just need to go get it and that's how he just has like a brilliant mind and can remember everything, because that's how he thinks of it. It just like places in his house, and if he tries to remember that thing, it just goes to that place in his house, which is like I was like, damn, bro,
that takes a lot of practice, a lot of like just sitting there and thinking. Like, it's crazy. I've tried to do that before, try to make a mind palace, but
what did your palace look like? 2-story pool?
Nah, my palace was like a cave, dude.
Like Batman?
Yeah, kind of like a bat cave, right? And I just had like a desk, and then on the wall there was like a bunch of different keys and stuff. Like I remember what it looked like, but I don't remember what I was storing there. Like,
you should have had me over sometime. Come from my mind palace and I'll visit yours.
What's your mind palace look like?
It's a little shabby right now. I definitely want an upgrade. It's more of a mind shack. I'm really bad at remembering things, so my mind palace is going to be kind of small.
Right.
But
you can always fix it up.
I know.
It just takes a little bit of
trying to get a lease through the mind bank.
The mind bank.
Yeah. I'm like, hey man, like I need to upgrade my mind palace. Can I have some?
Can I get that 2,000 square acre mind palace upgrade, please?
Joe Biden from the Mind Palace said that he gave me a $1,200 stimmy, like so I can upgrade.
Where's my Mind Palace upgrade? Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Oh wait, I'm not asleep.
Oh, can I get a junior bacon cheeseburger?
Yeah,
please?
while you're at it. Yeah. I used to really be into that show Sherlock.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember like freshman year of high school, something like that. And I was like, damn, I want to be like Sherlock. So I would like try to analyze so many things and like try to see how much I could tell about one thing just like from looking at it.
Right.
Like, and you have to have like small attention to detail. There's a lot of leaping too. Like I bet like that there's a dent right there, like on the top right of his water bottle. It probably fell from this high. And I was like, and I'm like, oh, there's another down the bottom. It might have like bounced and like hit that. And I'm like, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. I've done that before. You're like in the bus, like on the way to UCI sometimes, dude, I'll be like, oh shit, she has like green stains on her shoes. Maybe she's like a soccer player or something. You're like trying to figure out all the little details.
Yeah. I was like, man, Sherlock makes it look like so easy.
Yeah. It's tough though. Yeah. It's tough because like I think as a detective, you have to kind of walk in, as soon as you walk into the room, you have to be able to, pick up all your surroundings and see, if there's any threat or if there's anything that could be a clue for later or something. There's
someone literal job, like that's their job.
Yeah.
Like to like kind of like analyze, and they have to work with a lot of other people, I would assume, like chemists too. Like they could have a theory, but they have to like send it to the lab to get it like backed up.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of on the job, like maybe something from like 5 cases ago is kind of similar to like this case. So you have to have like your own mind palace to remember things and like kind of use it to like, I've seen this before, it's probably this.
They have their own like background tasks going and shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, look for clues like all the time, basically. That's their main process or whatever.
Dude, there's every department probably has like a Sherlock person though.
Yeah.
Like someone is super good. It just shows up on the scene. He's like, let's see what we got here.
It's like, it's done.
He's like, he looks at this, you see this? Fingerprint.
Confirms my true beliefs.
Rat feces.
He's
Yup, definitely rat feces.
You didn't need to lick it, dude.
There's a rat there's a mouse trap right there.
You can see a dead rat right
there. A dead rat right there.
In the mouse trap, he just like wipes the
Yup.
You saw it, dude. What did you think it was?
He's like the Mr. Beans of detectives.
So you could record that and then like pan out. Like you start off just like yeah.
That's a good sketch idea. I've been trying to think of ones.
That'd be a good one.
I think funny sketches are ones that like there are things like people just make fun of, right? Like I can't name of one, but like they've seen sketches before, like the crazy girlfriend sketch or the prank sketch, whatever. Those are funny. Like we know those are funny, but like it's the funny sketches I see online that are funny are things that you wouldn't even like think of. Like it's like way out there,
right?
And I'm like, dude, who thought of that? But makes
they're
it funny.
Still relatable, like
in some way,
right?
Yeah, like, I relate to that, but it's like there was one I saw that was pretty funny. He was at like a cheesecake factory or whatever, and I guess it's like a pricey restaurant, and he was just trying not to buy any like expensive thing on the menu.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't afford anything. He was getting like free bread. He was like, oh, I'll just take a water because water is free.
Right.
And he got a water, and like so the waiter gives him water. He gets up, and then he hears like this cup slam. He looks, the water's gone. He's like, can I get another water? And then he gives him like another water, and every time like 7 times, at the end he has like 7 cups. They're empty. He's like, all right, bro, like, do you need another water? Because like he doesn't say he needs another water until he turns around. He's like, I can get you another water right now. And he's like, no, that's fine. I'll just take the bill. Give him the bill. This is like water imported from like Middle East, and it's like $99,000. And he's like, what the heck? And he's like, yeah, bro, like this place is expensive. He's like, oh my god. And then you know what he starts doing?
What?
He puts the water back. He has like a video where just like filling up all the water. The guy's like, what the heck? Stop. He's like reaching into his depths and just like filling all 7 glasses.
It up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
The guy's like, oh, but it doesn't look like mine. Just like you're spitting the water back up.
Right.
It's pretty funny. I was like, I did not see that ending coming.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What was an ad? Is it an ad for something or?
No, it wasn't an ad for anything. He was just a sketch.
Just a sketch.
Yeah. Those are the ones that like get me. Those are the ones that are funny. Where it's like the ending is just like
it's a twist.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah,
it'd be cool to collab with those funny fellas.
Yeah. Do you know their Instagram? They have other stuff on there.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's been doing it for a while. It was cool. I remember watching him when he was like small time.
Yeah.
And then like even though like the pictures like the video was kind of grainy, and now he's like freaking. We did the same thing, which is cool. I like that. That like he didn't switch up his. Like he didn't sell out, or like it's literally the same format since he started, and now
he didn't change his style.
No, even like the shooting style is still the same, which I appreciate, because a lot of people, I feel, as the times change, like this type of filming or this type of comedy is like in right now, so I'm gonna switch it up to like people like fast pans, like every like second, every 2 seconds. There's nothing on the screen for longer than 2 seconds. Like goes to the next thing. It's very fast. This guy, it's like, and they're short too. Like the sketches nowadays. People's attention spans, I feel, are so small that like, oh, look at this, I need to get my point across, it needs to be funny 30 seconds. If I don't get you in 30 seconds, then like you're just gonna leave.
Lost.
Yeah, so that's why the story is usually like super short. This guy's video is like 5 minutes long, which is kind of like unheard of. Is like,
bro, you're watching it? Like, who's watching this?
But I did watch it. Like it's good, and I hope more people do too. But
dude, it's really similar in music too. Like same principles, right? Like for the pop and the really, the big songs, you have to look and see, you have to hook that person by basically the 10th, 15th second or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not going to listen to the whole thing.
I know. And I've come to learn that there's only like a couple chords. Like a lot of songs sound different, but just basically these chords, like they've broke it kind of down to a science. Like, oh, if you make a song with these chords in it, like it just has like this rhythm that the general public likes. And it's like, if it sounds kind of like this,
it's not even the specific chord as much as like the chord in position to that key, basically. Like it could be like C major and then like F major, G major or something, right? But then in another key you could have like E major,
right,
A major.
Yeah, same, but just like a different
Right.
step.
Yeah. Just different, like same distance for the keys and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it's basically those like 3 chords they use over and over again, and that's just what people like to hear.
Yeah,
which
and it works.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
timeless almost.
Yeah, they got to put their own spin on it, I guess. Whatever they can bring to the table.
Just like the stories about like a girlfriend or something. I feel like those stories are also timeless. You could watch humor from like a long time ago and you'll totally get it because it's so relatable on some level, even if it doesn't have like the twist you're talking about.
Yeah,
just like that simple.
You're talking like the story premise, like the.
The premise. Like I mean. Like the hero's journey, right? But just condensed into different formats.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a girl.
I read a book where it's called The Hero's Journey or The Writer's Journey or whatever. Right. But they talk about the hero's journey, basically, like what it is. And they put like so many movies, like, oh, you think that movie's so original? They put it in the hero's journey. Like boom, like Top Gun, like boom, we put it in there. The Hobbit, like boom, like it's all the same story. Like they're the same beats, you know?
Yeah, I feel like people apply that to themselves too. Like in their day-to-days, like going to work, you're like, this is my hero's journey. Like
right.
I feel like you naturally do. That's the human condition in some way, right? Like
yeah, some people don't, which is kind of sad. Like they don't feel like the main characters in their own story. Right. And I feel as like cheesy as it sounds, like if you're living your life like you're the main character of your own story, then I feel like you'll make it out okay. Like that's pretty good outlook.
Yeah, I think that's part of the, like, in order to be the main character, you have to kind of believe that, right? Like, the main characters never, well, maybe they are. Maybe they're like
Breaking Bad. You could be a Walter White.
Not going to make it out of it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he could still be like that. He's still serving himself in another way, right? He's trying to provide for his family, not necessarily for himself in the long run.
Yeah.
So it's still that same kind of, like, he's fighting for progeny, for his future and the future of his kids and stuff.
Yeah. It's like, I think he'd be like anti-hero, like under that category too, right? Yeah. Which there are a lot of people like are more lenient towards the anti-hero kind of like character. I feel more now, not like back in the day, like black and white cowboy.
You wanted the hero, basically.
Yeah, like there was set in stone, but like as time goes by and media gets like more and more, they have to change up the story. Like, oh, what if we root for maybe not the best guy, but like you still root for him because he's relatable or he's doing it for whatever, but he might get lost in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because more relatable than like Superman. You know, Superman's perfect.
Yeah, it's hard to relate to Superman, but like I feel like it's easier to relate to somebody like Captain America.
Yeah.
Like maybe not
America.
Like maybe not when he's like superhero man, but like as he gets older, like he's still a human, right? He's not.
Yeah.
He's not like some alien fucking.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes they botch it. I was watching a video, and it was like this comic book nerd, and he was like kind of being mad at like the Injustice film or Justice League film, or like the Superman movie in general, because like he's like, no, Superman's not like this. Like in the comics, like he's relatable. Like he didn't know he was Superman when he like was brought to this planet, and he grew up like human. So what he's saying is basically like he was a regular person. He thought he was a regular person up until he was like late high school or like 20 years old. So like he thought he was a regular person. So that's why he is relatable. But like in the films, he seems like a god, like among men. But like they forget, like he thought he was a regular person. So he is like, he can relate to the people. Right. So he didn't know until afterwards.
But maybe that's just the way they portray him now.
Right. And that was kind of like his argument is like Superman in the comics, which he considers canon, is like, people don't know he's like that. It's just what the media perceives. And whatever the media perceives is like what it is. You know,
right?
Like it doesn't have it. It's, which I kind of thought was cool. It's kind of like the duty of the director to, if they really care about the community, do it justice, because depending on how well he or she does, like portraying Superman, that's what the core material is going to be thought to be by like the media, because
that makes sense. Yeah.
Even people who are like my dad, like he doesn't like Superman. Maybe he does like Superman, but we won't know like the real Superman because that's what he sees.
Meets.
Yeah. He never meets Superman, I guess, as the comic book fan would say.
I hate to bring it up, but then like you could apply that to like religions and stuff too, right? Like,
damn, bro.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Just throwing the monkey wrench. Please take the floor.
Well, I mean, like the text. That's what I'm getting at. Not the heart of like the religion or whatever experience that you have.
No, yeah. Even
like,
translations
what's
too.
What's written,
right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to take that at its word.
Yeah.
And especially in today's age, and because it could have been biased in the past when it was translated and
just like we've seen it in history like times and times again. There are bad people out there who like will change it to whatever they want. Like freaking my something happened at work and like the protocol was like, oh, do this, but like the higher ups, they have all to say. If they want to change the protocol to say whatever, to like, because they think this should be done, not saying it's going to be done in a wrong way, but there might be a better way of doing it, but because they think it should be done this way, they could change the protocol and they have the final say. So what I'm trying to relate it to like that, like anyone in history, the text has traveled so far. Like, are you saying that from back then to now it's exactly the same?
Some people would say that, yeah.
Like, how?
It is.
It just is?
Yep. It's protected. I don't know.
Is that the Pope's duty? I don't know what he's supposed to do, but is that one of his duties?
Just that they put under his hat.
It's under his hat the whole time. That's why his neck is all like slumped.
They don't want you to know, but
they're in stone tablets too. Yeah. No, I think they just upgraded him to iPad tablets. Yeah. Nice.
He just puts it on his smartphone.
but he still puts it under his
head. Yeah. He doesn't want to be seen like carrying his phone. That's kind of disrespectful.
Do you think the Pope like plays on his phone?
Dude, he has an Instagram.
Yeah? But he doesn't run it though, right?
I don't know if he does. I'm just saying that.
Why? Now I was about to like, I got to follow the Pope.
I think he does though, and he double tapped on some.
No, I think I heard that too, but I thought it was made up.
Yeah, some girl's picture. Something.
Whoa.
Could have been worse though.
That's pretty bad.
It could have been worse. I'm not gonna...
Just like trying to search something in the search bar, but he posted it instead.
He's like, damn, I accidentally double tapped that one.
Where do you think he was when he was doing that? Was he in his like Pope bed, just like chilling, or was he like on the toilet?
Probably on the toilet, like. Yeah, dude, I'd love to see the Pope's like browse page on Instagram.
I don't think I would, because the magnifying glass shows you like
what stuff you look at.
It's like anime.
Dude, it's probably anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of anime does the Pope like? What kind of shows? No, forget the anime. What kind of show? Do you think he consumes media? Because like Trump.
Yeah, I do think he consumes media. I think he consumes a lot of media.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I think he watches.
Oh, depends on what you use it for.
I think he just binges Netflix and Hulu and stuff. Like, he watches like the CW shows from.
Oh yeah, he likes Arrow.
Arrow. He likes all those like superhero shows.
What was that show that got canceled you were really upset about?
Hannibal?
Yeah.
Hannibal is pretty good.
Do you think if he like got into Hannibal and it got canceled, like he would bring it back?
I think so, dude. I think he would call out to
I think it would though.
NBC. He's like, yo, why did you cancel my show?
Yeah. Puts a spell on them.
God will see you later. Like damn, bro.
We gotta hurry up and make this show.
Bring it back.
Dude. Maybe I think so though. Jokes aside, if the Pope like was like, I only watch one show, and it's Hannibal, I think they would make another season. I think just with that, with the like his word.
I wonder if he could just shout it out for us, like if
Hannibal.
No, the Pope. I wonder if he could shout it. Yeah, Hannibal.
Yeah, about
exactly,
Hannibal.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish he was like, hey, can you get Hannibal back on for these guys because they love that show.
You'd have to be very likable. It's like, hey, bro, like Mr. Pope.
Yeah, maybe get him on our pod. Poke the Pope.
We have Sir Francis. It's not Francis anymore, right?
I don't know.
What is it?
I'm not a Pope aficionado.
Franklin? Pope Franklin?
I thought it was Pope Gerald.
I don't know if it's Francis now.
I think it's Francis.
Yeah,
sounds right.
Still.
It looks like the guy. Is that the guy who looks like the one from Game of Thrones, right? The bird dude, Sparrow or whatever.
Sparrow.
Remember, he's in the jail cell. No, he's in the jail cell with Lannister chick. What the fuck? Cersei.
Jail cell. She was in a jail cell.
Yeah. Remember when they like cut her hair and made her walk down the thing of shame?
Oh yeah.
And then there's a dude with the white
hair.
Dude,
he was wearing rags.
Yeah.
And crazy hair.
Dude, he looks just like the Pope.
The high septum guy.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. Dude, that guy looks weird.
I know.
He looks like a sickly Albert Einstein.
Yeah, or the Pope, kind of.
Or the Pope.
They could be brothers, maybe. I don't know.
Brothers. Dude, how
just
sad would
imagine life.
Do you think the Pope would be like upset that people said that. He's like, I look like that guy? The fuck?
Nah.
Folk would be like,
because there's better pictures of that guy. Like,
no, but they're saying he looks like that. Like on
there's
that show.
memes where they compare him together. Like, yeah,
that's mean. They're going to hell.
They probably are.
Yeah, ask for forgiveness. Dude, don't get me started on freaking Game of Thrones. Every time, because sometimes I'm reading the books now, so now I like know a little more about the lore.
Yeah,
and then I watch like videos because sometimes it's kind of hard to like visualize what's going on in the book. George R. Martin is so like. He describes so much. He goes so much into detail that I forget what I'm reading. I was like, why are you like describing the bricks on this castle? Like there's a battle going on. He was like, the bricks crumbled with such soliloquy. And I was like, what the?
Like I get it. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. And then I'm like, wait, what's happening? Like what was happening before he went on this paragraph like describing like they're running to the battlefield.
It's like what the fuck?
Yeah. But so sometimes if there's a battle going on, I watch this video and it kind of goes through like the battle tactics that were going on from like a bird's eye view. Like, okay, this was what really was happening on a
for Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So because
that's really cool.
Sometimes they use words that I don't even know. They use like different sense of direction words. Like from the high hills of this location, but you don't know that location until you see a map. And like
I see.
He goes into like really detail. But yeah,
so you can really get into the story. Like this is
what happened, and like this is how they won. This is like what they didn't see.
It's crazy. There's such like little niches for content out there.
Yeah, and this video, like a lot of people, it had like 400K, and I was like, I was one of them. I was like, oh, a lot of people were curious about this too.
If you hop onto something that's just popular like that, and then you do something that other people are interested in,
yeah,
you know,
he does it really good too. I think he does that with animation. Like he goes all out.
I don't even know how many people watch Game of Thrones, but even if like 10% of them were into that type of fight stuff, it'd be a good chunk.
Yeah. Not a lot of people do that I've talked about. Like besides our like immediate friend group.
But I wonder like the percentage like across the world, like or how many people.
It's like next to Breaking Bad, I think it was like the most viewed show ever.
Yeah. Like how much is that? What's the number?
I can't imagine other places like enjoying, because it's all over the world, right? So everywhere.
Yeah.
Because they have like Netflix, like if they're watching Breaking Bad, like
exactly.
It's on Netflix. But dude, that's a lot of people. I can't imagine like freaking someone in India or like them just like,
oh dude, yeah,
like,
I'm sure,
like Walter White.
Dude, when I went to China, some of the guys would like name themselves like Jon Snow or something.
No,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
that's sick.
Hey, that would be like their nickname in like the WeChat or something, right?
Yeah,
Jon Snow in there. I'm like, damn. So it is like prolific, you know. It's worldwide.
Yeah, no, but I like it when we get stuff and stuff from other places gets popular too. Like that Kingdom show. Remember the one about the zombies on Netflix?
Yeah.
In like the olden times,
yes.
Like that got big over here in the States, but like it didn't come out. Like I'm sure it's their show.
It was Netflix too, right?
Yeah, original.
Right, but it was just showed in their location first.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, but I think it's cool because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's a great show. I'm like, yeah, and and it goes back to storytelling. It's like the same story. We've seen something like this that we've created, but like it's just like their special spin on like the zombie genre.
Right.
Because like at the end of the day, it's still a zombie movie.
It's a different flavor to the same kind of story.
And it's sick.
It's like French vanilla compared to just regular vanilla.
No, it's like ube.
Okay. Sure, I'll take
it's Korean.
I'll take your word for it.
Which other one is like that? Oh, you need to get on the freaking Money Heist train.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Is that finishing soon or?
It's the last season's supposed to come out this year.
Okay, so I have to watch it soon.
Yeah, it's good though. Like you'll be like just keep on going, but it's in Spanish.
I know. I'll have to put the subtitles on.
Yeah,
they don't have a dub version of it.
They do, but dog, no. One of my coworkers watches it on dub, and I'm like, okay,
weak,
weak, whack. No, but I was wondering. I thought she was watching in Spanish the whole time because, like, I like the professor. Yeah. He has a cool, like, speaking voice, and I'm like, oh man, this professor's cool, huh? And she's like, yeah. And then I don't remember how she said she watches dub, and I was like, you watch dub? Like, so you don't know what the professor sounds like in real life, or any of these characters sound in real life? Because no matter what voice actor they use to portray him, it's not the same.
It's not their real voice, right?
No.
No.
Maybe someone has done it.
That'd
like they recorded their own dub,
but then like their mouth still isn't moving.
Right. Yeah. But I was like, damn, you don't know what they really sound like.
Yeah, I would do sub. Like
I think she does though.
Even if I have to sit there and pay attention a little bit more, I'll still do it.
I like the sub. I like the original like language it was shot in.
If it's like anime, then sometimes you can get away with dub because it's not like someone actually talking.
They do have to change up because the dubbers over here, if it's a good studio, they try their best to like try to pick words that like kind of match what like the anime character is saying, because it's just weird sometimes when they don't care and it's just like they speak more than like what they're like.
So they pick different scenes and frames and stuff sometimes.
Same frames. They just have to work with what they released in Japan.
Got it.
Yeah, but they have to do it fast too, because like places like Crunchyroll, I think it's like, so the Japanese get it and then they release it, and like the next day people on Crunchyroll expect it to be like dubbed or like subbed at least.
Damn.
Yeah. So. Or subbed, not dubbed, because that's a whole process, but subbed. So like it's someone's job to watch the whole episode and just like sub the whole thing, and they have to like really know Japanese, and they have like, that's probably what they do the whole day.
Yeah.
Because they have to like get good translation, make sure it doesn't like.
For some people, it's probably really easy because they are like born in a Japanese speaking family, right? But they also know English or something.
Right. But some words are like, even in Spanish, if I had to translate something, like what does that really translate to? Like what's the best like translation? Because not a lot of things translate directly.
Right. No, that makes sense. So you probably need a little bit more education.
I would think so.
On both languages.
Or just whatever the media is like, okay, what can the media relate this to? Because sometimes in Japanese shows, they bring up, it's weird, like in some Japanese, they bring up like Japanese history or like a joke that like Japanese people know, but it's hard to translate that joke. Like we don't understand because it might have to do with like a Japanese figure in their media or like history.
So they find it's like a similar type of idea or relationship.
Sometimes they just roll with it and they just say what it is, and I kind of appreciate that because then it makes me go out and look like, who is this, and then like I learn like, oh, this is that. This is why that's funny.
Got it.
But not a lot of people they're just like, what the?
That was dumb. This show fucking sucks.
That's what does it for them.
Yeah.
It's like, I love the show, but they just said this one dumb thing. Don't watch it.
Never watching it again. Have you ever had a show like that where you just like, one thing happened, you're like, I can never watch this show?
Probably. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm sure I've started so many things that like I've even not finished something because it was so good.
Really?
Which is like, it doesn't make sense post, but it made sense to me while I was watching it because like it's such a good time. Like I'm watching the show, I was like, oh man, this show is awesome, but like I'm not in the right state right now to like really enjoy it. I'm busy or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, I want to enjoy the show like when like I'm just chilling. I have like a long vacation or something to like be like chill in mode.
Right. You want to save it for a special,
as weird treat. As that, like.
No, I get you. Yeah.
Because like sometimes you watch shows just like throughout the week that there's like popcorn shows and there's like something to have in the background.
Yes.
And you like them, but like you're cool with not like sitting in front of the TV.
Right. Yeah, I do that for My Hero. That's one of the shows.
Popcorn shows?
No, that's one of the ones that I'll sit there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, popcorn, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to watch Apocalypto. Have you seen that one before?
Yeah, Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I have.
Dude, I haven't seen it, but I saw a clip this week, and I was like, damn, this shit is
tight.
It's intense, dude.
I remember my parents watching it like when I was young. I couldn't watch it because I was too young.
Yeah.
But I always remember, I was like, dude, that movie looks sick.
Yeah.
And then I saw it, just like you, on Amazon?
I haven't seen the whole thing. I just saw like
but it is on Amazon.
The clip I saw, I'm not sure. If it's on Amazon, then I'll check it out. But
I think it is. 'Cause I watched it either on Netflix or Amazon.
Okay.
And it's pretty sick. I thought it was a great movie, but then, and it was one of those movies that I went like to YouTube afterwards and like write theories or like whatever.
Right.
And it turns out Mel Gibson is the best at like translating from like time periods, like time pieces. Really? It's like, man, like they used this weaponry, they never used that weaponry, or like these people did like, but if I didn't know that, if I didn't like go look, I would have thought it was fine. Like everything like checked out to me. I was like
that's real, dude. Yeah. That's what happened.
Which goes back to the media, right?
Yeah.
Like Mel Gibson made that movie so popular, Apocalypto. Now people like think like, oh, like that's how it is.
Yeah.
But like historians are like pissed. They're like, no, bro, like
dude, he's lying to you.
Yeah. And they're like, that's their job. But the media, like, people are like, nah, like Mel Gibson, bro.
Nah, vaccines are fake, dude. Like.
Vaccines are fake.
Same mindset,
dude.
I wonder if he did it because it was easier to do that way, or if he actually like didn't care to look. Like maybe he knew, but he was like,
he knew something because
it's cheaper, like to do it this way or something. Like I don't know how big the changes were.
Yeah, because I don't know about me. That just shows how much balls he's got. Like he wasn't like 100% sure. But like fuck it, like let's do it.
We'll do it live.
If it was me or like a rising director,
yeah,
like they'd have to like be on it or else they get chewed out.
Yeah.
Or else, but it's Mel Gibson. He's like,
whatever.
Samurai swords in the friggin' apocalypse.
Chop his fucking head off. Like,
was that in the?
That's the part that I saw. I was like, what the hell, dude?
That's a tense scene, dude.
That's probably near the end, I'm guessing.
No, that's not even climax, bro.
What the fuck?
That's like mid-story.
Oh gosh.
And then it gets real after that.
Damn.
It's a great. It's still really good.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, it's a good time. And that was one of the movies that I also like. I sat down to like watch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I like saw a clip and I was like, I can't look away from this thing. It's so so wild.
The color palette on it is really nice too.
Yeah,
like the orange and greens. I think that's what like
because it's like a part of your like our history as humans. If that stuff really happened, right? Like,
right.
And so you're like, that's like some part of me, you know, is still
especially for like the Mexican community. Yeah, they it's cool to see like. We came from that people, not me personally, because I'm not Aztec, but like the people who do,
right?
They're like, whoa, like our people, like they did that.
I know.
And now, like, I wait in the grocery store in line.
They're just like inside, like ready.
Freaking spear. I think isn't that wild to think? Like, remember that game that we were playing, Valheim?
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this while we were playing. I was like, bro, like we came from these people. Like, yeah.
For real.
It's like, and they eat no carbs. I was like, man, because we're eating in the game. Like, all we're eating is like berries and meat, and like that's all they had.
Keto, bro.
Yeah.
God, straight up keto. Dang.
That's wild.
Well, we would have been talking about keto some other way today.
Oh. Have you tried it?
No.
You never tried it?
No.
Yeah, it's tough. I didn't really try it. I tried like a variant of it.
Yeah, I like carbs too much, dude. I'm fucking.
Yeah. I think you could have more carbs than anything.
For keto?
No. For like just you. Like your diet is mostly carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like carbs.
Carbs are good. I like the meat.
You like the meat?
I like carbs too, of course, but I feel like
I knew you liked the meat.
I'm like Arby's. But I don't know. I like the protein. Like it's the thing that I look forward to, whatever the protein is.
Right.
But the sides are great. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's like the protein is on my tier list, I guess. Like top.
I got you.
What's your favorite macronutrient? You go on the street.
I like the fats, bro.
Fats are like over there. That's Team Zapdos.
Zapdos? Zapdos is pretty cool.
Nah, that's Team Fat. Zapdos, the fats. Who's between carbs and protein? Who's Moltres?
Moltres? Carbs, bro.
Nah, wrong answer.
Nah, you just want to say it because you like Moltres better and you like protein better.
Yeah.
You're biased.
Okay, fine. I'm ice. Ice is cool.
Ice is cool.
I think that's who I picked.
Carbs is fucking Lugia, bro.
No, just between those ones.
Nah.
Bro. Carbs is Lugia. Then who's Moltres?
I don't give a fuck.
Fiber's Moltres.
Fiber.
Yeah. It burns your asshole.
No, the sugars. The sugar should be like Celebi or something. Like complex carbs.
What Pokemon is this? This micronutrient.
Yeah.
What's vitamin B? Oh, that's Bulbasaur, dog. B, Bulbasaur.
That's crazy, bro. You're blowing my mind right now.
It should have been Pokemon for the mascots of vitamins. I think kids would like them more.
Dude, that would be sick.
Yeah.
You know, it's always interests me how Pokemon evolutions are way different than the Digimon ones.
Yeah, Digimon ones is more punk, I feel. Like, they're kind of style. They have, like, armor and stuff, right?
Yeah.
They have, like, weapons.
I mean, they're kind of, like, similar in a lot of ways to each other. Because it's like you start out this one form, then you get more armor, and then you get more armor and more weapons, right?
Yeah. They have...
Pokemon, you actually, like, evolve as like, an animal would, kind of.
Yeah. There's a new Pokemon game coming out for the Switch.
What's it called?
It's an old one, but they're bringing it back for the Switch. It's Pokemon Snap.
Oh, dude, I love Pokemon Snap.
You like Pokemon Snap? A lot of people do.
Dude, I used to play that shit back when it was on N64.
Yeah, same.
That was bomb.
Why is it so cool, though? Like, when I try to explain to some people, like, so you just take pictures of Pokemon.
Because you got to line it up. There's like achievements, right? There's achievements.
Line them up.
You have to take a picture of the Snorlax at the right angle where, like, the sun is, like,
it has to be the right angle, too.
Otherwise, you don't get the point.
Yeah.
So like that was the whole point, is to go through and like be on time with the snaps, right?
Dude, that'd be tight if it was like you could take a picture with the Pokemon in there.
Like a selfie?
Yeah, probably. I bet you, dude.
They're going to have that.
Because
guarantee it.
It has been played since N64, and it had a lot of time to like evolve, and like the times have changed. Dude, if we can take a selfie right next to Snorlax,
like that's one of the achievements, is like selfie on Snorlax.
Yeah, dude. If you wake him up though, freaking smash you, like you die
in real life.
No, in the game, and then in real life.
What?
Dude. So
Snorlax.
I have something to say.
Oh, okay.
Listen up, everyone. So let's say you bought something at the store, or you bought a meal, and it asks for a tip, right? Like the cashier checks you out,
mm-hmm.
and then they flip the screen, and it says, "Do you want to tip this cashier for taking your order, something they're supposed to do?" And then it's like 15%, 20%, 25%. Do you feel like you have to if they're staring at you doing it? Like, or would you like to their face put that no tip? 'Cause that's what happened to me earlier.
Yeah.
Where we went to literally, I'm not talking about like staring forward and you're like doing your business down here. The dude had his like head like hunched and he was like looking straight at it, and I was like, seriously, he parakeeted his head like over and like to look at the freaking
what
screen.
is he gonna press?
Yeah. And guess what I did?
You pressed no tip.
No, I pressed tip.
How much did you put?
The minimum
15.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Why so damn high? It's just like he just took my order. Like what? Is he not gonna do that? What the heck? What else?
It's not just for him though, right? It's for everybody in there.
Is it?
They share that shit.
Damn. Still,
you're paying for their like meals. You know?
But I feel like it's new, right? Because they didn't used to. You didn't have to tip at places like Dave's Hot Chicken. Like 10 years ago, they wouldn't ask for a tip.
No.
Right.
No, and I think they could avoid it if they paid those employees living wages instead of making them get tips, right? Like it's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not up to us to fund, somebody else's life in some way, I guess.
Yeah. It might build up skills though. Like,
what?
I always try to think of like something, even if it's like really crappy or something, like you can get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say get more tips. Like if they like you, right? If they like you, they'll probably tip you. Like it might be a skill, become more like likable, or like find little conversation you could have with people. Kind of like even read body language, like, oh, he's not having a good day. Let me try to make this guy's day.
Yeah.
Tip you. So you can get something out of it.
Yep, definitely. And when I worked at Buka, I tried to play that too. Yeah, like if I see somebody, I could try to relate to them or cheer them up or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just usually they just want to eat, so I'm like, here's your as fast as I can. Here's your food. Like I'm out of here.
You're just waiting for them to like.
They're not there for me, right? They're there for like each other or something, right? I'll throw something small in there, but like
they're there for you.
I'm gonna keep my life out, like myself out of that shit.
It's kind of hard because like even the waiters have bad days too,
mm-hmm.
So it goes both ways. Like sometimes it's hard to like.
True.
Keep that at the door.
It's a wild world being a waiter.
I bet you. How long did you do it when you were
couple
at
years?
Irvine, right?
A couple years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy though. They do wild stuff there.
And some people like that's their thing.
Yeah. That's how they make the money. Like when I worked at retail before that, like people would come in still in their serving gear, right? Like pull out their tips and pay for, whatever they were going to eat that night, or, if they're getting something for their family. They're just like older, just stopping by on the way home from work. And I'm like, that's your career. Like, and there's nothing wrong with it, right?
No, but I always think like, I try to put myself in that like, man, how would it be like to like, that's your,
you'd have to save early. You'd have to like invest early and, start on that and not splurge it too much, I think.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because like you're not going to get a 401k working at a restaurant getting tips there, right? You're not going to get retirement set up or healthcare. So you kind of have to go out and provide that on your own. I think California you would get healthcare, but like other states, not so much. So yeah, you have to save up and you have to be smart about it early on. Where like companies you work at, big corporations, they just automatically enroll you in that stuff.
It's just like a given.
Yeah, they're going to give a percentage as well, right? So it's more incentive.
Some places even provide stock in their own company.
Yeah, stock options, that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cool. I was gonna say, dang it, I was so entranced that you were saying. I was gonna like say something about it.
Sorry,
but then you're just such a great speaker, bro.
Oh, thank you.
I was like Peter at one of Jesus's like little get-togethers. And he was like speaking.
What?
Come to me. Everyone was just like, damn,
Daddy.
No, it's Father. Dude, imagine though, like Jesus, like people who like listen to him like in real life, they're like, oh man, like that's Jesus like speaking. They got to like listen from like the OG. But I'm thinking like anyone great in any time, like to be around them, like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
like guy was legendary. Not just he was a great boxer, but he like stood for something. You know. Yeah. So it was awesome. Like it'd be awesome for someone just to like sit down. You can't rest in peace. You can't anymore. But just to be in his presence, like see what he had to say.
Definitely awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know that
they have that they probably just have like a vibe about them, you know, from going through so much in their life and for sticking true to themselves, I guess, the whole way, right? They're just like out kind of.
I can't like see Muhammad Ali just like chilling out, you know. He looks like a guy who's like always on the move, or just
dude, even when he's chilling, he's not chilling, dude. He's like
he's so intense.
He's like focused on something, on the next thing.
Yeah.
I think as he got in his later years, his memory wasn't so good, so he's probably just.
It's from all the boxing, I think.
Probably just trying to focus on what he's gonna eat next. But
what was I forget the sickness he had.
Alzheimer's or
no? He had like
tremors.
It might have been Parkinson's. I believe so. Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, but that'll mess up not just your movement, but your memory too.
Yeah, it just like, oh man, he was talking so slow.
Yeah, that's usually like a genetic thing unless you go through some severe like head trauma or something.
Boxer, bro.
Yeah, but like most people don't have to worry about it unless it's in your family.
Yeah.
You know?
Who has it? Freaking Back to the Future.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. He has Parkinson's too, huh?
He's not even acting anymore, I don't think.
If he's not, it's recent because I remember seeing him in something like a year or two ago. It was like his comeback, like his debut back into acting. It was like this show on ABC or something, and I didn't watch it. I can't tell if he gets his shakes like on the show. Mm-hmm. But dude, I remember this one time. It's an awful joke, but it still sticks with me to like today. All right, guys, we're gonna test the waters real quick. We're just gonna dip our toe in the water. But while we were at Citrus College, when I was at my lab, Miles' lab, we were like chopping up some kind of powder. We had to weigh it out. I had to be precise.
Yeah.
And then freaking, I don't want to spill it because they get freaking mad when you spill stuff in there. You're not supposed to like cut up items in there. You're supposed to like do it at your desk because if you cut up there, it could get messy, and they hate that. But I was like, damn, I need to chop this up. So I chop it up. It's a little messy, but I try my best. And then I'm like shaking as I'm pouring it, and I have a lab partner, and then Jack's like looking over like my shoulder, to make sure no one comes. Like, man, he's like, hurry up, stop Michael J. Foxing that shit.
That's fucked up. That's hilarious.
I think I dropped a little more after he said it. I was like, damn, that's messed up.
Dude, I used to try to do that stuff too. When you're in the lab, try to sneak in. You know what I would do though? I would bring 2 pieces of paper, and I chop up more than I need, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'd weigh it out, pour the excess on the second one, and then take it back to my desk. Like, fuck it. Dude didn't see anything.
I saw that technique too. Yeah.
You're brave though. You just went straight for it. You're like, I don't give a.
Yeah, I chopped it up
right here.
I did. I was like,
Farhani's like, how dare you?
Yeah, I think it was too much. I had to like, and they were in like pieces. So like,
I'm not going back.
Yeah. Dude, Farhan would hate me even more.
Dude, she's probably watching this right now. Like, damn,
that kid. So you're the second one who watches this show. You're the number 2.
Send in your things you could have done better, Farhani.
Yeah. She's like, you know what she would say?
What?
It's like, man, remember that time that I yelled at you in front of class? I could have done that way better. I was like, that was mine too.
I wouldn't have changed anything.
I would have roasted you even more. That's what I would have done better. Dude, it's so crazy how like something like that happens like You get embarrassed something like that, right?
Yeah.
The other person probably doesn't even remember it.
Nah, dude.
Right?
She's just worried about playing tennis. Like,
yeah, just staying alive.
Bro.
She's old.
Dude, she's a fighter, though, dude.
She can fight all she wants, dude. She's going to lose that fight one day.
Oh, my God.
We all are, bro.
Bro, don't remind me, okay? I'm closer than you.
Oh, your birthday's coming up.
Nah.
Yeah, it is.
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
Nah.
You're Neville Longbottom. July 30th? 1st. 30th.
I don't know. You have to.
It's 30th.
You have to guess.
I did. What do you mean? I just guessed.
You'll have to guess again.
31st?
No, it's 30th.
Yes. That's why I said first. I did.
Is it the 30th? I don't remember, dude.
I
wasn't there when I was born.
I wasn't invited.
Yeah, it is the 30th for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you gonna do for your big old birthday bash? That's a milestone, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I'll be 30 on the 30th.
Ah, even better.
Even better.
Nice. You probably get something at Wendy's.
I probably will. No, I don't know if I'll go to Wendy's. Probably go to Chipotle.
Oh, level up.
Will they give me like a birthday quesadilla? Is that a thing?
You can only get those if you order them online.
Really?
Yeah.
They have those at Chipotle?
No, you didn't know? I thought you were
No, I was just throwing something out there.
Yeah,
hoping.
they're new.
Really?
I swear. But which is weird though.
That's
because
the best news I've heard all week.
That's so weird because you go to Chipotle so often. How do I know this?
I don't know, dude.
But
I'm not a Chipotle fanboy, okay? I just eat there.
I
just eat there a lot, okay? It doesn't mean I'm like,
I seen
Chipotle.
the t-shirts.
I only have like 2 t-shirts and I use them for working out.
Okay.
So people know that
it's like your uniform.
I'm natural.
Dude, you got 2. You're like, if this one gets dirty, I go with this one.
Well, I got an XL and it was like a little bit too big, but then I got an L and then it was too small. So I just wear the XL.
Okay. You're like, man, I need to either start eating more Chipotle or a little less Chipotle.
No, if I eat less, like it was like almost like a crop top on me. It was too short.
All right, now so I need to get
bigger.
Oh, even bigger.
That's what the XL told me.
Oh,
because I'm between sizes. I gotta fill it out, right?
Dude, that's always the way to go.
Yeah,
fill it out.
But then you get another shirt that's tighter, and then you're like, fuck.
And sometimes you put it in the wash, and you like trick yourself. You're like, damn,
it ruins it. I got filled out for nothing.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, the other last thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
That I wrote down. Do you think it's kind of controversial?
Okay.
I've never met a girl who did not like dogs. Well, like 99%, I feel like of all females like dogs. Like they go crazy for dogs.
Yeah.
They see a dog, like, oh, so cute. But do you think they actually like dogs like that, or just like it's like a cool thing to like dogs? I feel
I think they're fakes.
Some of them, I feel like they don't like dogs as much as they say they do. They just like oh, like they're cute, but like
I think they don't like all dogs. Like there's some dogs they don't like, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe they'll like little dogs because they're easy to control and like you can pick them up and stuff, right?
Oh, but big dogs.
But big dogs, right? And so they see a big dog like, oh, I don't know if I like that dog.
Scary dog.
Yeah. But then there also might be some that are just faking it all together.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be.
I'm sure there are.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, because like maybe like influencers. I feel like influencers too. Like you see, like influencers, like girl influencers, like with animals or like dogs. And I don't know if like, because it's a lot of people like animals. And if they see you with an animal, like, oh, you like animals, like that's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, do you really like animals? Like, or are you just doing it because it's cool to like animals?
Putting up a facade, like I'm a pet lover. Look at my French bulldog. Like,
and I'm saying I could totally be wrong. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but I feel I see the trends. Like a lot of those,
I see you.
A lot of those pages like get a lot of views because of the animals.
Do they take the pics? Like, oh. Dude, some people got in trouble with that.
Really?
Like, yeah, some like YouTubers and stuff. Like they have their live stream on and then they're like yelling at their cat and shit. Like they're throwing their cat. Like, bro, what are you doing?
From the tail?
Nah, not from the tail. But yeah, I'm sure it happens. Unfortunately.
It's just kind of like their persona, you know?
Yeah,
it's like, we don't know.
Like, you don't even know what their room looks like, you know, sometimes.
We know what your room looks like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could have like...
We're in the studio.
The other parts you don't see could be just covered with crap, you know, so...
That's true. They just like clean up that area.
They clean up the corner that they're in.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're just like, in their room, right? And then it's just like a corner that you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm only letting you this much into my life, but
Right.
we fam, like we fam.
Yeah, we close. All right, turn the camera around. Nah.
Or their mom or something comes in. Mom. That happened one time. I think in the very first episode, I forgot to close the door to the podcast, and then she looked in, and I told her I was gonna record, and she came in. She's like, "Oh, are you recording?"
That's hilarious.
She left. I'm like, I even said it was like, "Oh, I forgot to close the door." I don't even think she closed the door. I think she just left.
Left it open.
I had to go close it. Mom.
Like, God damn it, Mom.
No, I'm sorry. I'll close it. And I went to go close it. But yeah, that was my beef of the week, I guess.
Your beef of the week.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe not beef, but I was like, it was on my mind, and it had to be said.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting me get on my soapbox.
Of course, anytime. My beef of the week would have to be like socks, I think. Socks.
Okay.
Folding socks, particularly. Because it's not even, I don't know. I feel like every time I start to fold socks, it's not even that bad. Like, you just grab 2 socks, you put them together, and you have your pair.
Easy.
But then you start to forget that as you get closer to the bottom of the pile, there's going to be 1 or 2 socks that don't have a pair.
In theory, not supposed to.
Not supposed to, but that's what happens. And that's the most disappointing thing ever. Because then, like, you're like, oh, damn, I don't have a pair for this. So you're like, fuck, I'll put it to the side. And then you go through your other pairs, and you're like, oh, I found one that matches this one. But then there's another one underneath that one that doesn't have a pair. So
have you ever had it so they all come back with a pair?
Yes.
Okay, that's the best feeling.
So I feel like I didn't even fold clothes at that point. Like, that's why I don't like socks, is because there's always one left out, you know.
But you're just saying that you like socks. You
I like to
cool
wear
socks.
them. Yeah, cool socks. I just don't like to fold them.
Yeah, just do it like while you're watching something.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I was just complaining.
I feel like that's a universal thing. No one likes to do socks. Right.
Right.
And you can't imagine like who's the coolest guy you know, or like a cool movie star.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds, pretty cool.
But I can imagine him folding socks.
Right.
I can imagine him folding socks.
Right.
But like someone like Jason Statham,
The Rock?
No. Oh, his counterpart. Remember they made like a movie with The Rock and like Jason, he like bald guy, he's buff, and
Vin Diesel?
No. He was in like dude.
Who are you talking about?
Dang it, how do you not remember him? He did like this movie where he like shocks himself and his like heart like restarts, and then he like goes fights people and like
Jason Statham?
That's not his name, I don't think.
That's his name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it started with a D for some reason.
No.
You know who that is,
Yeah,
right?
Jason Statham, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that movie. I know what you're
can't
talking
imagine
about.
him folding socks.
Dude, he probably folds socks
Probably,
like
but I
4 at a time. He just grabs like 2, like crunches them up.
He knows how to do it with 2 hands. He's like,
Yeah.
with 2 fingers, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. He just... He probably never misses a sock, dude.
Dude.
Never.
He's probably good at it. He's
That's
fast,
that's
too.
a good life. That's where goals, you know, someday.
To fold socks like that.
To fold socks like that and never miss a sock.
You know where they are, though, right? There's like a compartment. I saw it on TikTok. I hate that I say that all the time now. I saw this cool thing on TikTok. What the hell? But anyway, there's like a compartment that comes out from under your washer or dryer. That's what we're talking about. And like, that's where the socks are. They just like fall through the cracks or something while they're spinning in there so fast. Yeah.
How do they get out?
I don't know.
It's like some quantum force that...
They spin so fast in there, though.
I know. They parse through the fucking walls of
the Flash.
dryer.
He's like...
I am speed itself.
His particles just go through the
For real.
dryer.
It's like their electrons move faster than the other electrons, bro.
Try it, bro. But some of them come out like that, but some of them they're like drilled in. Like you'd have to get a nail, like a screwdriver, and unscrew it. But
I feel like what it really is I'll throw one sock in there, and then the other sock I'll like forget or something, or I won't wash them both at the same time.
But how? If you like, you don't get one dirty sock and throw one sock in there and wear the other one. You throw them both in wherever the pile is.
Yeah. But like maybe when I'm putting them in
where's
like,
the process?
I split the load up, right? And then like one sock is in one part of the load, and then I just have to wait. Like it makes me wait like the next load.
You're gonna have to review that work instruction for the loading and unloading socks. Like, all right, we're gonna need to improve this process right here.
I like to live things a little bit more free than to put work processes on everything I do. But
I like that.
Makes things more interesting. I already do that so much at work, so I'm like,
I get it, and that's how we should live. But like, and maybe that's also a view to look at, like in work situations. Like you don't have to be breathing down their necks. Like there's a level of trust you have.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if something goes wrong, it's like it's bound to go wrong. No matter how sharp your project is, like people are people, and things are gonna happen and go wrong.
Yes.
You know, so it doesn't say that your process is bad. Just like something happened in the world, like, and people like to see results, that you have to change it to like get rid of that problem.
You want to bring the percentage up.
Yeah.
You're basically trying to work yourself out of a job, make it so that everything is perfect and you don't have to do anything. Basically.
And there's deadlines for a lot of places. Even like, let's say it's the most perfect it could be, like your process. And then you're like, okay, like we can't cut it back anymore. We've done everything, cut people, we cut the process down to like a steady flow. But the company's saying like, you have to make 10%, like make it worth 10% more. And then where do you cut it? Then you have to go into the materials.
Damn.
So it's like you might try getting it from somewhere else, or maybe using something else that works the same, but it's a little different. It has this one thing in here. Mm-hmm. Then you start cutting to that. And then from there, I don't know. There's only so much you can do that way.
Yeah, and then every new change you make to it, every material change, you have to document it. You have to make sure the model is able to.
And you have to test the material too, because you think it works like that.
Maybe
but
it won't work in that format or that thickness or something.
If you're working at this pressure, it's that same pressure when you're molding it. Like it won't bring out a part like the same. You have to like increase temperature or something. Yeah, so. It's plus those costs too, like test costs too, because you have to use material to test. So it's a whole chain of like they have to make sure this decision that they make is really gonna be worth it in the long run.
You got to follow the thread all the way out.
It's kind of cool. It's like kind of boring, but it's cool to see like like this little change like affects everyone. Like everyone being at the company, like there's so many departments, and they all like you can't do your job until this department's done, and then you go over there and kind of learn what they do, and like, oh, that's cool, I had no idea.
Yeah,
all this like goes on.
Now I feel you gotta kind of have a broad understanding of all the different departments, and not necessarily need to know it in depth. You kind of rely on them to give you that perspective, right? But you still have to understand on a base level what they're talking about and how it works.
Yeah, I think a person who's trying to be good at their job should.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's cool. We're on the same page.
We see eye to eye.
Third eye. Should we move on to our I could have done that better?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. So yours wasn't your socks, right?
No.
Okay. That was not. Did you compute like in the background about, remember?
Yeah, I thought of some.
Oh, did you?
I thought of some.
Okay, gotcha. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was. Like in the middle of the podcast, like bing, got it. What was that?
Yeah.
Like a toaster oven.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one too.
Okay.
You want to go first?
No, you can go first.
All right, I'll go first. Dang. Calm down. Okay, this is going to be super quick.
Okay.
I just thought of this one. It was also a camp one. So same kid. Oh, wait. Let me explain what it is for any new viewers that we might get. I got too ahead of myself. So this segment of our podcast is called I Could Have Done That Better. Basically, we tell a story of something that happened to us in the past. Could have been yesterday. It could have been like years and years ago. Tell a story. It's usually funny or embarrassing, mostly. And then we reflect at the end and see how we could have done that thing better if we could have done it again. And that's the Yolk.
That's how it works.
Okay, so back to my story. It was at camp again, the tech camp. And we're talking about this kid, Carl, the one who knocked on my door last week.
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good kid, but he's not the best with like social norms, I guess. Like he doesn't know you're not supposed to be picking your nose while you're in line, like waiting for lunch. Like some of these social things that are just you're not supposed to do. Like he didn't remember those too well all the time.
Okay.
And what he loved to do was all the kids got like lanyards with their name on it, meal ticket, whatever. And then he would like suck on that thing.
Oh my God.
He would put it in his mouth.
Oh God.
And it was just, he was always chewing on it. And then we had to remind him all the time. He's just like, hey, Carl. Like,
take that shit out of your mouth, Carl.
At first I was like, okay. But I had this kid for 2 weeks. So by the end, like, Carl! Just like, take that out of your mouth. And he would know. Like every time, we didn't even have to say what it was. We just yelled his name and he'd be like, take it off.
Damn it.
But so it was the last day we put so the last day we put on like we give them like a pizza party and we make it really fun for the kids because it's the last Friday. And Carl was just like, that day's crazy because a lot of things are going on. The kids are excited and the kids are like going crazy. Mm-hmm. And freaking Carl had his lanyard in his mouth again like usual. I'm like, all right, today's the last day. Like Carl, like you're gonna take that lanyard out of your mouth because his parents are coming too. I didn't want him to have his lanyard, like see that all his lanyard was all like freaking chewed up. But you know what he was doing? He was excited too, Carl, because we were making it happy for the kids. He was swinging his lanyard.
It was all slimy
and he just put it in his mouth and he was like sliming it up.
Dude, that's gross.
And all the kids were like, ah. They're like, ah.
Oh man.
And then one of the kids like brought it up. They're like, hey, like Carl, look what he's doing. And then
Carl, you nasty motherfucker.
That's what of the kids say.
Really?
Imagine.
Yeah. That'd be awesome, dude.
I have so many stories about Carl, but anyway. So Carl, then the head like instructor is like trying to get all the kids riled together, and then she tells me like, Matt, like get that lanyard away from him. And then I was like, and this is the thing, I could have done that better. She told me to do that, and I was looking at him, and I was like getting smacked with the slobber, and she's like, "Get that away from him." So that means I have to go like while he's swinging it and like get it away. Yeah. And I was like, in front of the kids, I was like, "Hell no!"
You didn't take it?
I did it, but I was just like, I said hell no, but like in a kidding, but also like serious, one of those half kidding, half serious hell no's. I was just like, hell no. And then she like looked, and like for a second I forgot where I was. Like you're supposed to like be like treat all the kids nice and like just be like try to be on your best behavior.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Don't make them feel bad. Like this is about being buddies camp.
Wait, you said hell no to the kid, or after she told you to do
no
that?
She like told me to do it,
and
like,
you're like hell no, and you're like
but the worst part is I was in front because they were getting all the kids attention, and then she was in front and all the kids were like gathered at the front, and then she told me like go get the lanyard. I'm like hell no, and then like I was like oh damn, like the kids probably heard that, and everybody knows like Carl's gross, but like it's not your job as a counselor to like
Carl's just like whatever.
So, and then I had to go get it from Carl, and Carl put it in my hand, the wet lanyard.
Oh, dude.
I was like,
dude, he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. He really didn't, though. I could tell. Dude, he was not.
He was just like out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. He has some things to work on, but who doesn't? But he put it in my mouth. I was just like, after that hell no incident, I tried my best to like.
You put it in your mouth?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
And then I put it in my mouth. That's actually the part
bro.
I have to do better.
Just throwing it all nonchalant.
Like, guys, I actually like Carl. Look, would someone who didn't like Carl do this?
Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, the long story, and I put it in my mouth, and then his parents came, and I'm like, that's it, dude. Like, just gonna breeze over that minor detail.
Yeah, just it's not that big a deal.
That's gross.
So you put it in my hand, and then I was like, I tried my best to like poker face. I'm like, this is not gross at all. Got rid of that lanyard, and then I had to go wash my hands before his parents got here.
In your mouth, right?
Yeah. I brought Listerine for that.
Yeah, okay.
I was gargling. I was there for 10
finally.
Yes.
Finally got the lanyard.
Oh, worth it. I had to put on that stunt that I didn't want it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, actually.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if I could have done that better, I probably would have not said hell yeah for all those kids.
Yeah.
But it was the last straw, dude.
You would have not said hell yeah, that's right. All right, let me see. So I'll probably pick a retail example. There's many very fun experiences working, particularly at Walgreens. You get some crazy customers that come in there. Mm-hmm. One thing that I did have to do is sometimes you have to go scare people off the property, right? Like you'd have homeless people hanging out in front, and
did they always make you do that?
Yeah. Because like I'm like tall, right? So they're like, oh yeah, you look the most intimidating. So
that's crazy. That's a criteria. Like Trevor, you could do it.
Well, it's me or like the girl who works in cosmetics or like the fucking
equal opportunity. This is what they wanted.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I did it. You know, I was a nice guy, as a gentleman.
As you do.
Right. And so I went outside. I'm like, hey, dude, you gotta get out of here, man. And this guy's like, nah, we fought together, me and you. I'm like, oh shit, where is this
like
going?
A war story.
Where is this going? He's like, no, we fought together back when Abraham Lincoln was fighting Hitler. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, yeah, me and you, man, we go way back, dude. We fought against the Nazis. I'm like, okay, bro, okay, well,
how old was this man?
He's not that old, dude. He's not that old. I was like, okay, well, you got to get out of here. You can't stay, right? And then we're just like, I'm just trying to get him off the property, just saying more stuff. And then like this car pulls up, and it's like, it looks like this older lady and like a younger girl kind of, and it was his mom and her sister, I guess. And they're like, oh, he's coming with us. And most of the time it's just like a homeless person outside, right? But this time it was some guy who actually had, I guess he had like a brain surgery or something. So it kind of messed up like his whole like personality. So
he wasn't even like, cause I thought he was pulling a fast one, because like fame crazy and like you get a place to stay, whatever. But nah. Yeah,
no, it didn't seem fake, but it was still like, I couldn't tell if he was just nuts, like from, I don't know, excessive drugs or some other mental illness. But it was just like he was normal at one point.
Yeah. How do you know about the brain surgery?
Because they in the car they told me, they're like, oh yeah, we're sorry about him. Like he always comes by here and we try to get him and everything. But like, yeah, he just like there's something messed up with his head or like he had cancer.
What? So he was there. Did he have stuff with him? Like, was he camped out there?
Nah. He just had like a backpack and like standing in front. But they were just like loitering. Like, we don't want people, like, it scares customers off. They show up.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy's talking about war stories with Hitler and Abraham Lincoln. And they're like, dude, what is he? Dude, this guy's on drugs, right?
Let's get our Frito somewhere else.
Right. They'll go across the street to CVS or something, right? Like, so anyway, they told me that. I found out and I was like, damn, that's messed up. You know, I don't really know if I could have handled it better, but like, it made me go into other new interactions with people with the same kind of mindset.
Yeah.
And that guy did come back in other times and do other weird shit, but it's like...
That same guy?
Yeah, dude. One time he came back in and he's like, bro, check out my leg. I pierced my leg. And I was like, what? I look and there was like paper clips. Not paper clips, safety pins. He had like 6 safety pins going through his calf. And I'm like, bro, you can't walk in here with that bleeding and shit like all over the ground or whatever. He's like, nah, I just pierced myself, dude. I'm like, you got to get out. Like, I don't know if he would recognize me because like he would come in a lot at some point.
And he never like was like, hey, it's you.
Nah, but he would always like say some weird shit. Like,
it's like when real meets real, because he always came to you and be like, hey, he wanted to show you his new thing.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say,
dude?
Bro?
You guys are on another plane.
Dude, maybe I just understand everybody. That's why. Yeah.
You're pretty good.
Oh,
you hang out with many crowds.
I try to, yeah.
You're like, man, so I'm Super Smash Brothers guy. Now I'm like the cool guy. Now I'm the anime weeb guy.
Dude, I have many masks. But yeah, that's my story.
Good story.
Yeah.
There's I haven't had a run-in with him, but my sister has. It's a funny story. I'll just tell it. It's really funny because it relates. There's also near where I live in Claremont. You know Claremont. It's a nice like place.
Yeah.
It's really small, but it's like really nice. But there's this like Claremont crazy guy. Like I see him at the bus stop sometimes, and he just be like talking really loud and just like walking around. Turns out like he's like one of the families there in Claremont who's like really rich, like same situation. That's their like uncle or brother or something. Just let him like roam around Claremont. All the cops know him too because they know the family. Yeah, they're really well known in like the town. And then just like,
they look out for him and stuff.
Yeah, but like sometimes he'd be doing some really sketchy stuff. Like one time my sister told me a story. I was like, damn. Like, and she came in like nothing, but it was funny. I was like, I would have been scared. She got off the bus. She used to ride the bus to Citrus College.
Yeah.
And she got off the bus and like got off the bus on this side. And freaking, the crazy guy got off the bus on the other side. So they just happened to get off at the same time. Mm-hmm. And then my sister knew about this crazy guy. She didn't know that, like, he's part of the community or whatever. But they got off at the same time. I don't know what time it is, but I think it was, like, getting dark. And, like, she just looked at him. And then he looked at her from across the street. They're, like, this way. And he just started sprinting at her full force. And
what the fuck?
And then she was like standing there. He's like, oh, he's coming towards me. And then she was like, then she didn't know what to do. She started running.
Oh my God. Dude, that'd be terrifying. If some guy ran at me, I'd be booking it too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? And then he keeps going. I'm like, all right, fine. Fine. I'll go too.
Turn around.
Yeah. Well, if I was in my slides, I probably wouldn't be able to outrun him. So I'd probably have to fight.
I was like, damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
No, I think I would do the same. But dude, that's wild. But why? I mean, I can get it. Like, of course, like you would run, I would run, like anyone would run. But like, what makes a person just running at you so scary? I feel like that's like a prank, like a bad prank people would play on YouTube. They just like run up on someone, but there's like a finish line right behind that person. And they like...
Because you're not prepared for it, probably. You're like, damn, this guy knows what he wants already, and I have no idea, like...
And it's like in that split second, you have to make that decision. Like, what am I going to do? Fight or flight, right? Yeah. What am I going to do?
I'm waiting, like...
It's a prank. It's a prank.
Bring it. Bring it, bro.
You're coming for... Like, if you come at me at this velocity and I come at you, you're going to feel this much force on your face.
Some anime, like, main character, bro. Like,
boom. Yeah, but... No, that was a wild story. So he's still roaming around.
Dude, he's out there.
He gets around too. Like, even though he's crazy, he gets on the bus like far, and he'd be coming from like, he came from like a toy store or anime convention or something. Cause he had this like giant Darth Vader like figurine.
Whoa.
And it was like still in the packaging. It looked nice too. I'm like, man, where'd you get that? And he just came from the bus. So he went to go get it, and then came back to Claremont.
Dude, I wonder if they're like ever gonna do studies where they track those people. You know how they track like great white sharks or like birds that fly across the country.
Can they do that?
I don't know. Satellites, I'm sure they could.
Put like a headset on him.
Like the like roaming patterns of homeless people, and
it probably has to do with like something in their like psyche. Like they go to places. Cause I don't know if they. I'm just guessing. Like where would they go? You know.
That might be it. It also might be like they get kicked out of some place, and so they have to relocate. Like they have a little camp, and the cops come kick them out, so they go to this other place, right?
Yeah.
And just see where they bounce. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. Like to start. Like that's they do some like crazy stuff. Like they like just going somewhere. Like they're just like wandering around like at nighttime, just like wherever.
Can't stop them.
Can't stop.
They're wild. Dude.
They're like deer.
Like,
oh.
Oh look, a family of them.
That's terrible. Dude, why are you like this?
You said it, dude.
Dude, why?
You said they're like deer.
Went too far.
Nah.
Deers are cute.
Families of deers are cute too.
Families. Think about the families.
Families of deer.
Yeah. And that's where we're going to end
this
episode.
Season.
Family Squad. Family Pod.
Family.
You know who you are. But yeah, this is where we're going to end today's episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you had as much fun as we had fun talking about the things we talked about.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's do it again next week.
Same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully no, it's not next week.
The week after.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll have a guest on here at some point.
Yeah, if he ever gets better. We're waiting for you. We're ready for you. But yeah, that's how we'll end this one. Yeah, we'll catch you next week.